Ding ding.
Hey, man.
No ding? Come on, man. That's how we answer the phone now in 2025. Borrowing on the idea of using that title card page thing, I do like that. And I think with the way that I've been using, like, kind of the stuff that I built for Tidbit with the graph paper and the black and white stuff, I think that worked pretty good. Maybe we leave that up to cover the video. Like, it's like, and then it's like the title card thing for a little bit, and then cutting into a video. Maybe we let that be like a pause of just silence for a minute to see what it is, you know? Yeah, I think maybe like when this goes out, we can pop in like a Corona thing. I'd finally be able to use one of the erratic ones, man. Here I am looking through some elements from Corona, which are Lens Effects Pack. And you can get that as well as plugins and scripts for After Effects, and there's also some 3D stuff up there as well. At elementsupply.co. This video is not sponsored, however, because we are partners in Element Supply. Corona! I'm not renaming that. Chopping this up so that we don't have any of the craziest bits of this light, but we just have a little hint of it in some spots. And then I'm going to use some sort of time remap expression to just randomly frames out of this to make it a little more erratic. But it's just going to be nice little hits, nothing super bright. Alright, so that's something else cool. I like when we go to outlines on certain things. Let's do a little posterize though. Posterize time 18. Alright. There we go. It's kind of cool. So the idea here is that we're filling this text and we have a stroke on it. So when this expression selector is active and it sets this thing to 100% selected or whatever, it makes these just outlined because the fill's gone. Now let's actually finish designing it. So here's another helpful tip I found out a few years ago. If you actually select a letter and you make a text animator, it will actually use that as the selection in the range selector. So you can just move this one thing like I'm doing. Super helpful. Here's another pro tip. Always look at your design at different sizes. Sometimes you realize that things are too close together. Alright, still tweak that a little bit, but now we gotta put some outro animation. But it's not bad. Oh man, what's one that stretches pretty good in Psych or whatever? CC Light Wipe, maybe? Is that the one? No, not that one. It's like CC, I don't know, CC Scale something. Radial Scale Wipe. I think that's the one. No, because that's that way. Oh, that could be kind of interesting. I don't know what that would do. Well, hold on, I gotta see it. I gotta see what that would look like with time displacement on it. Completion. Like over to here. Wow. It's gonna be like a black hole. Oh, weird. That's odd. Wow. Alright. So CC Scale Wipe. Maybe that's what it is. Scale Wipe. Yeah, that's the one. Alright. Turn that off. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. This way, please. So maybe I'll stretch it that way. I'm trying to kind of build that same ghost thing that I did before. That Patreon thing or whatever. I'm trying to kind of build something similar to that, but not the same. I'm trying to scale that whole thing off the screen. Alright, that's a little too much. And then I think we'll bring another one of these Corona things in. Put that on top of it in some fashion. Alright, I gotta know what this will look like in the actual setup. Title card 2. That's kind of cool. So this goes out. I think that could work. I have to do something there. Maybe we bloom that out or something. I don't know, we'll fill it out and see what happens. If you don't quite like it, you just keep layering it on until it looks good. That's how it works. No, do not crash on me. Sometimes you can tell After Effects, do not crash on me, and it'll listen to you. Sometimes. It's like when somebody's about to pull out in front of you or whatever, and you just kind of like, you can point at them, and they won't. Alright. No, I don't hate that. We can always change it. Oh, I got an idea too. Every time I'm like, I'm almost done, just like one little thing, I'm like, oh, I could do that instead. Let me add this to it. it needs like one like staticky, glitchy thing in the middle here, I think, to kind of cover up, give it a little bit more something. It's like I'm painting with glitches over here. Coming along. Wait. What up, dude? What's up? What's this done? What's he doing? You know. What's up? Okay.
So currently right now I'm in Houdini trying to work on the intro. I'm currently doing a tearing effect where I'm gonna inflate this logo, maybe like make it look like a balloon or something like that, and then tear it. Yeah. This is what it does. Just kind of animates from the corner. So the tearing portion I have figured out, which essentially this fetch thing brings in that infection that you saw. It comes in through here and then it gets pumped into breaking threshold. So that's what that is there. This thing is just like a pop force. It's just like blowing or pushing or whatever. So if I play it, theory, although I think I just broke it a second ago, it should be breaking right there in the corner, somewhere around 20 something or so, between there and there.
Does it just require to have a force or something?
Yeah, you have to have a force. You have to have a force for it to tear. Essentially, it has to. It's like the stretching threshold is what's tearing. Is what.
Yeah, I mean, like, is it moving too much or something, or is it holding too strongly?
Yes, that's exactly what's. Well, no, that's not what's happening because it's mapped. It's mapped to 2.1. It's not. It looks cool like that.
Where's the worst go with that?
But it does. So it does like tear out here and like just kind of float out, or at least it was about 30 minutes ago.
It's because I walked over here.
No, because I'm trying to figure out. Essentially, where I was actually talking on Discord to the guy that wrote the mops. I don't know. I wouldn't call them plugins; they're HDAs, but on how to isolate the pop wind to only happen where the tearing is occurring. Because what's happening currently right now is the whole logo is deforming, which I don't want. I only want it to tear in that top corner. For some reason, right now it's not doing that. So I'm trying to figure out why.
Look at those crazy creatures over here lounging under the tree.
I really like the fact that I can just like unplug something to figure out what's wrong with a particular thing. So I was able to just like unplug it. But I was having an issue where it wasn't doing anything at all, and it was because I put an expression in here to basically change the amplitude. But that's kind of how I need to control this thing, but I haven't gotten there yet. That's kind of where it was.
Cool.
So, but at least I fixed that thing.
Sweet.
I think I'm done building. Now it's time to cook it. So after much learning, difficulty, pain, I got this. Been able to like do several different iterations of it to get to a look that I liked. I had like fans blowing out at one point that I didn't like. I had just pop wind blowing in one direction that I didn't like. It's basically an attractor in the middle that's like pushing out, but it's pushing out only in the areas that are tearing. And my thought is in rendering, I'll have like a little like red laser that'll go down the middle.
Huh, cool.
That was the idea. I got the idea from the little X things that you were flashing. Like it'd be kind of cool to show show that thing inflate and then have a.
I don't know.
That was the idea.
I could be the one that follows those then.
Yeah, maybe. You had something like it like popped or something. I can't remember what it was. So maybe cut into something with that.
I might add, it was a lot easier than I was thinking. But anyway,
Pretty cool. And at some point in between here, we made the thumbnail for the last video. I started off by making these glass orbs in Blender to place into my hands. I first tried to use depth scanner to pull a matte in After Effects, but actually I used the AI background removal thing in Photoshop and it worked a lot better. I just had to do a little minor cleanup and that was it. Then I finished off those orbs and then put them into my hands in After Effects and then ran that output through Midjourney. I generated a few of those images and then I went into After Effects and comped them all together, making something new and unique. Let's open that up in a new comp over here and let's treat it. First, let's put a vignette on it. CC is good. Focus in on it. Put some quick chromatic aberration on it. Always like to do that. Save. Let's go back in here. I went back in with a lot of masking, tweaking the original Blender render so that I have the logo back in there, and then I drew some masks over it to actually add that fire look to it. Kind of looks like me with my messed up part of my nose. No, it's almost actually gone. Kind of. This thing. I went back in and tweaked my original image so that it would fit the look, so this wasn't just some straight AI generated junk. We'll call it the Necromancer thumbnail. And that was that. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at our process. And if you want to see more of this stuff, please subscribe because we're back at it. Anyway, I am Joe from Workbench. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.